मेरे बाल सीधे हैं, रेशमी हैं और उनको घुंघराले करने में बहुत टाइम लगता था।
इन्हें देख कर जी रहे हैं।
तो बस यही था, बट लेट तो कभी नहीं हुआ मैं, मतलब एक आध बार कभी हो गया हूँ मैं।
ऊपर वाले से डर। First ever audition of my life, I was actually facing the camera like, as an actor for the first time, and the casting director then had told me that no matter what you do in your life, please don't become an actor.
I bumped into him in the washroom and I introduced myself when we were both doing the deed, so to speak. And I was like, what did I just do? Like, why did I have to introduce myself? I could not even shake his hand.
Hello and welcome to ETimes. My name is Jigar Shah, and actually I'm sitting with royalty right now. There's Prince Salim, then Prince Daniel, there's Shubham Kumar Mehra. I assume you also become princess once, as we see in the...
Yes. I'm royalty nonetheless.
Nonetheless. Okay. So how does it feel to be royal? Has the royalty has the royalty being instilled in you by now since it's season 2 of Taj?
यार उसमें प्रॉब्लम है ना, अगर उस टाइम जब हम प्ले कर रहे थे तो मजा आ रहा था. अब जब शो खत्म हो गया तो if we still have that royalty then लोग जूते मारेंगे ना.
हाँ जी. औकात में आ गए वापस.
वो एक्शन और कट के बीच में ठीक है बस.
But we're back to reality now.
But was it difficult to get the royalty out, because there are a lot of actors who end up taking the character home?
But also there's something called coming back to reality, na? Like we have houses, not palaces. So we come back to our home, not a mansion.
And also I think our schedules were as such, जैसे एक्शन और कट के बीच में बहुत कुछ टाइम मिलते थे हमें, तब रियलिटी चेक मिल जाती थी हम लोग को. किससे से बाहर आ जाते थे.
किससे मिलती थी रियलिटी चेक? ये कौन था ये?
नहीं, बहुत मजा आया.
Because the schedule was so hectic. That's what, like getting changed. We didn't really have much time. It's like that.
Okay.
I think by the end of the day, what used to happen was we used to get so tired. So the moment you take off that mask and the makeup, you're back to looking like what we look like.
Which is very good.
Yeah.
So we're happy.
Actually, Shubham was the first one to reach here, and he kept on cribbing, saying, "मैं आज जल्दी आ गया, कोई जल्दी नहीं आया." So is he the one who comes late
was
the
I
most?
Was I cribbing or was I sitting in my zone listening to Kun Faya Kun?
वो तो नहीं पता कुन फाया को सुन रहे थे नहीं सुन रहे थे, पर
How will he know?
yeah, but
I was trying to get my royalty out for you.
But is he the one who comes usually late, or is he usually on
Let him
time?
answer that, na?
Yes.
Let him answer that.
So my hair used to take a very long time because मेरे बाल सीधे हैं, रेशमी हैं और उनको घुंघराले करने में बहुत टाइम लगता था.
इन्हें देख कर जी रहे हैं.
तो बस यही था, बट लेट तो कभी नहीं हुआ मैं, मतलब एक आध बार कभी हो गया हूँ मैं.
ऊपर वाले से डर.
अपना इबादत जो तू करता है किसी से तो डर.
फाइन यार, ऊपर वाला देख रहा है.
So with him joking around and singing right now, how do you all get scenes done? With him, what he's behaving right now, is he actually on sets like this as well? With Aashim behaving?
No, I mean we don't. I don't think our sets were conducive for this kind of an environment. We had to be very serious when we had to be serious, and अगर हम वहाँ नहीं करते.
But I have to share this one thing. So we were shooting a very, very intense scene, the both of us, where we were hugging. And it's my shot, it's my close. And this man over here, I'm supposed to like, I'm feeling a little emotional. और ये भाई मेरे कान में आते हैं और इन्होंने गले लगाए हुए और कैमरा पे मैं दिख रहा हूँ और बोल रहा है उल्टी नहीं करनी, उल्टी नहीं करनी. And I am like, bastard, friend, just shut up.
Right on national television.
That just like, you're going to like make me laugh, and I ended up laughing. So yeah, those with Aashim, you can expect all
The
kinds
unexpected.
of madness and
True.
dramedy.
Yeah.
Okay. But Shubham, weren't you an AD before?
Yes, I was.
So are you following that regular track of being an AD first and then becoming an actor?
Yeah, I mean, it's not coming from a place of where I was born like in a film family or whatever, but like the thing is that that's the usual map for being an actor, that you go and like learn the technicals and you be on set and do all of that. So somehow I was very fortunate to just for it to have happened. It was not something that I was planning on doing, but वो बस जरिया बनता गया तो बस हो गया.
Okay. Aashim, you began with movies. You did television. I think your show with Smriti Kalra is one of my favorite shows. I love the theme song. I even spoke to Jubin about it, the song that he sung.
Yeah.
And then he moved on to OTT. So you think OTT has kind of become a mainstay for your career, at least for now?
Yes, for now, I would not like to compartmentalize that into just one thing or one platform that I've been given. I think the trend is right now that we have a lot of shows coming out on the OTT. There's a lot of content being made. अगर कल अच्छी कोई film बड़े पर्दे पे करने को मिलेगी तो वो भी करेंगे. टीवी में कुछ अगर बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग कोई ऐसा कुछ बन रहा हो, कोई कहानी बन रही हो तो वो भी करेंगे. I don't like to say no to work as long as I feel that I fit the part and I'm part of a project which makes sense to me.
Okay.
So the platform does not matter as long as I'm happy with what I'm doing.
With you, I'm a bit confused. You were modeling since age of 9 or you were acting since age of 9?
I was modeling since age of 9. I think the first film in my life pretty much happened by fluke. But it's not that it just came and fell on my lap. It was my first ever audition. And I think I was 13 years old back then, when Chittagong happened. Yeah, 13 years old.
Wow.
What is it called? Chota Bomb?
Chittagong.
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 Okay.
He just called it Chota Bomb.
Oh, that movie was kind
Chittagong.
that movie had kind of quite had Anurag Kashyap coming into speaking about in the press a lot of times. So there was had grabbed national headlines at that time. Back then. Yeah.
You said Chota Bomb.
Chota Bomb.
Chota Bomb.
But she said it also like that, na?
I think
Chittagong.
Chota Bong भी बोल थोड़ा Bong भी बोल सकते हैं. She's a Bengali.
The first ever audition of my life, and I didn't know anything about acting. I don't think I know much about it even now. But I was actually facing the camera like as an actor for the first time, and the casting director then had told me that no matter what you do in your life, please don't become an actor.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, okay, nice.
So mean,
and then it was like, but I was like, okay, fine. बनना भी नहीं है, ठीक है.
अब वो कहाँ रह गए और हम कहाँ पहुँच गए?
No, but then he was very sweet.
See me
He
now.
only called me after 3 months, and he's like, Vishal Bhardwaj has seen your audition, and he thinks you fit the part. So it was a big thing, It was big.
Which was that film?
Chittagong.
No, the Vishal Bhardwaj film.
No, but Bedo Brutopine, because Vishal sir was also helping him out.
Okay.
And he was also helping Bedo sir with the casting.
But you went on, your next film was Urmika, if I'm not wrong.
Amrika, yes sir.
Which was with Prashant Nair and...
Yes, sir.
So how
Yes,
did
sir.
that happen? That kind of went... that, I mean, the producer...
Sir, I am so thankful and grateful in my life for the opportunities that I have got at such an early stage in my life. Because I always wanted to be a teacher. I come from a family of teachers. My grandmom, my dad, they have all been into teaching. And I also wanted to grow up and become a teacher one day.
Thank
Thank
God
God
that
I
didn't
did
happen.
that. Thank God that didn't happen.
But look at the spectrum. You wanted to be an actor, but you began as an AD. She didn't want to be an actor, but she wanted to be a teacher, and now she's acting.
Yeah, I just wanted attention. I was like an attention seeker since I was a kid. So there was no act. मतलब तब तक तो समझ में भी नहीं आता था acting होती क्या है. It was just this लोग हंस रहे हैं तो अच्छा लग रहा है.
एक तो ये मामियों, मासियों, बुआओं ने जो करियर्स खराब किए ना लोगों के,
जिंदगियां खराब की.
मुझे याद है कि बहुत ऐसे बच्चे होते थे जो स्टेज पे शादियों पे जाके डांस करते थे और वहां पर कोई मासी या कोई बुआ अपनी माँ को साइड में लेके जाते थे और बोलते थे कि यार ये क्या करे इसको बॉम्बे भेज, तू पागल है, ही इज सो गुड. लाइक कि भाई क्या है, मतलब मजाक थोड़ी ना. आई मीन इट्स गुड दैट ही इज सो गुड, बट लाइक there has to be something.
But उस टाइम पे ऐसा नहीं लगता था. उस टाइम पे ब्लश करते थे.
और फिर बंदर जैसे वो होता है नहीं, साइकिल के पीछे बंदर होता है जो उसको डमरू बजा के, तो जैसे ही हमें घर पे बोलते थे कि चलो आजम को हम डांस करके दिखाओ, ये गाना गा के दिखाओ, हम शुरू हो जाते थे.
So are you a product of that Masi and Bua?
I think it somewhere it started like that, but then my journey was different. So but I know a lot of these Masis and Buas because I've seen it firsthand.
Masis are very massy people, na? Sorry, pun intended.
असर आ रहा है, असर जा रहा है. What's the chemistry of two of you all off screen and on screen? How do you replicate that? Because I think that you all are brothers off screen as well. It looks like.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, but yeah. For him, yeah.
It's love. He love.
So basically, he's a bully.
No, he's not a bully at all. Yeah. Only on screen and in front of these like cameras on like interviews, but off screen he's not a bully. Off screen he's a maskhara. He will make sure that he makes you laugh, and you will like sort of Like there are so many times that I've been in his room और मैं मतलब अब लेट तो सकता नहीं था क्योंकि इतना मेकअप और कॉस्ट्यूम था, बट मैं बैठ के हंस रहा था पेट पकड़ के. तो वो भी भाई साहब ने किया हुआ है. और ये रैंडमली कुछ भी ऐसे बेसन लगा हुआ है इनके मुंह पे और एकदम से शुरू कर देंगे 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 2 3. तो ये he is that kind of a madman that he will make sure that you're entertained if you're in his presence.
पर चेहरे पे बेसन क्यों लगा हुआ था? वो मेकअप के वो
अरे अच्छा होता है हमारे लिए.
ब्यूटी
यार
ट्रीटमेंट.
मेरी मम्मी ने मुझे बताया था कि ये एक होती है जिसमें बेसन डालो, उसमें नींबू
fry कर
डालो.
दो.
और ऑब्वियसली हमारे जो हमारे पंजाबी हाउस होल्ड में होता क्या है कि दे आर ऑब्सेस्ड विद पीपल हु आर फेयर एंड लवली, राइट? और उनके लिए उनका बच्चा तो सबसे फेयर है और सबसे लवली है, चाहे जितना भी डार्क हो. तो उनको ये होता है कि भाई क्या है, कितना गोरा चिट्टा है, कितना सुंदर है, कितना ये, मतलब द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ ब्राउन dark skin does not exist in the dictionary.
True.
Which now we can talk about it, but earlier like मतलब I used to see and मैं देखता था it was not nice. But at least now there's more awareness.
True. So I'm sure you would have scenes with Naseer sir. I've not seen the season 2 till now. I've not
Yeah.
seen the screeners. So how was
Because
it?
it's not.
No, even the screeners. We could normally get
Screeners
screeners. We get screeners as well.
Of course. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
we get
Sure.
screeners. Yeah.
sorry, sir, sorry.
No, it's all good.
Jokes था, बच्चे jokes करते हैं.
So how was it to because they've done scenes with Naseer sir. How was your experience with Naseer sir?
So look, Taj, season 1, I really, when season 1 and season 2 were being shot parallelly, and I don't think anybody really thought that it'll go on to become such a huge success. And also, when we were when we were like, called for auditions, the first thing that we were said was that Naseer sir, it's Naseer sir's show. And, like to be a part of a show where he is there, like it's basically his show, he's carrying the show forward. And of course, Salim is too. And Daniel, and so is Daniel.
No, it's
Such a, yeah, it's such
It's
a
his
huge
universe. We're
blessing.
just living in it.
Yeah, nice. So it's such a huge blessing, and also to be in his presence is a great thing. He's an institution in himself. I don't really have a lot of scenes with him, but yes, I got to spend a lot of time with him, when we were not shooting, the breaks that we used to get, and they'll remain in my memory forever.
Okay. With
Quality.
Aashim
It was
and-
amazing working
Okay,
with
with
him.
Aashim and Shubham. Aashim, yeah. So how was your first day with Naseer sir and how was your last day with Naseer sir? There must have been a lot of change since that one day and that one last day.
Naseer sir to Naseer.
So my first day was, as far as Taj is concerned, my first day was when I met him at the table read and I could not utter a word for reasons unknown. And then I bumped into him in the washroom and I introduced myself when we were both
At it.
doing the deed, so to speak. And I was like, what did I just do? Like, why did I have to introduce myself? I could not even shake his hand. And my last day was on set when it was his last day. And he gave me his cap. I had complimented him on his cap and he remembered. So he called me into his room and gave me his cap. So those were the 2 days. Yeah.
Wow. Aashim?
The first day was I just remember him walking to the set and him just sitting there with his sides. And I'm not going to lie, I was pretty like scared and intimidated, and because I was doing a scene with him. And if I'm not wrong, that scene was where I knew that I had fallen in love with Anarkali, and he didn't know that I've fallen in love with Anarkali. So I had to there was this exchange happening where I had to give him the look and the dirt, and I'm like, how am I going to do this? But it was very easy. Like she said, he's somebody who's very relaxed on set. There's no hierarchy. He makes you feel comfortable, which is great. That was my first day, and the last day was almost like because we worked so much together in the show, it was a breeze, and we just became somebody who we genuinely had a fonding for, had a liking towards, and I think that day was a very hectic day, and I remember like somebody was giving a speech. I think it was your Vivan.
Yeah.
And there was everybody there, and we had a good laugh, and we had a good time. It was a good day of work, It was a scene where I was supposed to be very, very drunk, apart from
By the way,
most of the
he's-
times.
He was wonderful in it. That's
So-
my favorite
He
scene
said
of
my
yours.
Vivan. He said
Wait,
your
just fuck
Vivan
you? Just fuck you.
on screen.
So yeah, like I think the first and the last day was first day was a little scary. Last day was very relaxed and it got a little emotional but it was good fun. I really had a good time with him.
Now, if I have to sum up your season 2 from what I have seen, from the trailers of what I've seen, is revenge is the main crux of the entire season 2. Does revenge as an emotion exist in 3 of you?
Wow, that's a tough one. No, I'm not. I don't think that I look at things
Yeah.
like I'm also somebody. I think forgiveness is more important than revenge for me, because revenge is mostly like hurting. I feel like it's more to do with like hurting somebody else, and forgiveness on the other hand is therapeutic to yourself. And if a situation arrives in your life where you have to take or seek revenge for something, I feel rather than an outward expression, it's more important to look inside and be forgiving of that. I mean, it's very easy to say sitting here right now. I don't know what conditions we could or circumstances could arise, but I think forgiveness is something which is a better expression to feel and just not revenge. Yeah.
Not revenge for me also. I don't want to sound all philosophical, but I got a very nice piece of advice from my friend's dad. हम लोग बहुत लोग कहते हैं कि हम खाली हाथ आए हैं, खाली हाथ जाएंगे. He said something very sweet and it has a very deep meaning to it. He said that when we are born, we come with fate or destiny, and when we go, हम कर्म लेके जाते हैं. So I am a strong believer of karma. I'll do as long as I know that I have not harmed anyone, or my approach to anything is honest. Even if someone has done something wrong, karma will take care of it. I am no one to seek revenge. I'm not that person. Why will I let that energy affect me? Because, I don't want to feel that heavy.
Okay.
And those emotions have existed in you, like ever since we were not like so profound and like so spiritually awakened when we were kids. बचपन में कोई मारता था तो मैं भी मारता था. बचपन में कोई बोलता था कुत्ता तो बोलते थे तू कुत्ता. So like it's what I'm saying is that those emotions have existed, but we've learned with time that they don't really they're not consequential to your growth as a human being. Because the only person, when you have that feeling of revenge, the only person who's miserable is you. It's not the other person, because they're living their life.
True.
Yeah.
So it's better to like just understand that, and move on and move away, rather than being like vengeful and saying that acha main bhi karunga kuch
Hence
bura."
forgiveness, because I feel like that's not for them to like, not for you to forgive them, but more to forgive yourself and move away from it. Because a negative emotion, it has a spiral that creates inside your body, which is going to hurt you, not anybody else.
Yeah.
Right? True.
Thank you so much for your time, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Really good chat.
Yeah.